today on 15 on 15.
The Radisson Hotel and its guests are experiencing nuisance on their beachfront. Radisson loses a legal case against 2 water sport vendors. Plus, let's start the week right with the right message, in which you'll find in this video. And we have the secrets to succeeding in one of the fastest growing sport on the island. Thanks for joining us. I'm Yentl Lieuw. In a recent legal battle between Radisson and 2 water sport vendors, the judge ruled against the hotel. The beachfront along the high-rise hotels is crowded enough as it is with tourists. The water sport vendors creates an even busier atmosphere. The Radisson and their guests experience a nuisance. In November, their case went to court on 2 grounds.
The asked was for the both water sport companies to comply with their permit. That means that New Kid Waterfloat, they have a permit to rent out 15 palapas and 25 deck chairs. They can let guests use them, but they're not allowed to rent them out or ask for any money for them. Even though that's in their permit, they still do that. So we asked the judge to please have them abide by their permit. The same with the Titos, that they are not allowed to put any deck chairs or umbrellas on the beach because their permit does not allow for that. Irrespective of that, they still do it.
Both of Radisson's petitions against the water sport vendors were declined. The judge's verdict states the Radisson has no grounds in this case due to Palm Beach being a public area.
The judge's ruling, he did motivate his ruling correctly. He however found that because the beaches are public in Aruba, you can't really do anything about it. That means that all the palapas in Aruba can be used by whoever. Secondly, there is no clear guidelines given by the government. And because there are no clear guidelines, it was very difficult for the courts to then decide to enforce something, because you can't enforce something that's been tolerated by the government.
In other local news, an HIV/AIDS specialist from Europe has conducted research on the island for 1 year now. She says too many infected patients on the island are showing up to the hospital severely sick with no idea of their illness. Many HIV-positive people on the island are arriving at the hospital too late for the virus to be controlled.
Present in the hospital really sick with a severe pneumonia or severe infection in the brain or something, or really severe diarrhea, something like, what's going on here? And I remember that when I came, I was all the time with my colleagues, did you ask for the HIV? Because I was thinking on that, I didn't expect so many AIDS cases here. And I started again from zero with all that kind of opportunistic infection. So it's not that you are in the emergency room as an emergency room doctor and you think, oh, this is going to be AIDS. It's more like, oh, this is a really severe pneumonia. It's a young patient. He has to go to the ICU because it's a really, really severe condition. And then once we see the patient, you are thinking, can it be HIV? Let's ask for it. And sometimes we just ask and we found that.
The doctor is concerned for Aruba. The topic of sex alone is a taboo on the island. Therefore, anything that has to do with sexual intimacy, including getting tested for HIV, is no exception.
That's why I think I've started being more worried about the situation in the island with the HIV, because I can feel it. I can feel that sex is everywhere, but it's still a secret. Homosexual sex sometimes is something that they cannot talk at all. And then I feel that nobody wants to show what's going on. So it's quite sad in one hand, because I have patients that the only person that they talk about the disease with is me. That's really sad. They cannot explain that to their families because they are afraid of their reaction.
Dr. Elena says the island needs to understand that there has been medical advances in the area of HIV/AIDS. meaning there are ways to control the virus, allowing patients to live a normal life. But if it is discovered too late, the chances of death increases drastically. On that note, we will be right back. Stay with us. After the break, paying kindness forward. Welcome back from the break, and thanks for staying tuned to 15 on 15. Last week, we showed a very touching video about paying kindness forward. We received a tremendous amount of positive feedback on that, so let's start the week off with a similar message. Take a look.
Why don't you get something special for Grandpa? I'm sorry. Can I return the cake, please?
Sure, yes.
I want the cake, please. I won't ask for anything else.
Next time, okay? When we can afford it?
Last time you said that.
You don't want this? I'll take it back. Hey. Hello, this is for you.
No, we cannot accept it.
Would you please?
There's no reason for you to buy the cake for us.
Well, when I was 7, my mother wanted to buy me a cake.
Mommy, I want this one.
By the counter, we didn't have enough.
Can we get something else?
It's my birthday today. Can I choose my own cake, please?
I'm sorry.
Then, there's this man. I've never met him before.
Here, have the cake. Happy birthday.
I didn't know his name. I never got a chance to say thank you. I've never forgotten about him. The man in the queue.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Can I have your contact number? Let me repay you when we have the money.
Promise me something, okay? Someday, when you're able to help somebody, you will do it?
May I know your name, mister?
Well, I'm the man in the queue.
I chose this cake for your birthday.
Wow, this is my favorite. Thank you.
Let's go and put some candles.
Oh, careful.
Sorry.
You give me this note.
Please write down your address. I'll bring the money back to you later.
A simple act of caring creates an endless ripple.
That comes back to you. Happy birthday to you.
Let's take a very quick break. This is what's coming up next. Don't go anywhere, because when we return, check out these professional ladies in action. One of the fastest growing sports on the island is beach tennis. One of the best female players in the world, climbing rapidly to the top, reveals tips and secrets in succeeding in this sport. Marijke Biglemeyer took home the top prize at Aruba's 2014 International Beach Tennis Tournament. Many of the best players in the world has a tennis background, with Marijke included. But the German athlete says being good at tennis is not a prerequisite to succeed in this sport.
As long as I play this sport, I figure out that it's less tennis than everybody thinks it is. So from the technique, it's not tennis. Maybe the serve and the smash is very similar, but also there the angle is different. But everything else, the volleys, if you play like volleys like in tennis, you will put them in the net because the net is so much higher. So it's not always an advantage. Of course, the tennis players, they have the advantage that they use the tennis rackets and they have touch like for racket sports. But other than that, from the running part, it's beach volley. From the atmosphere, it's more like beach volley. From the reaction, it's badminton for me.
Marijke and her partner Camilla Ponti played their best, and it paid off. She gives important tips on how female players can reach their optimal potential when it comes to professional women doubles in beach tennis. First and foremost, which side you choose on the court is crucial.
Of course, like the left part of the court is maybe a little bit more aggressive than the right part. The right part is more like to structure the point, and I think it depends on the wind. For example, here it was quite windy, so you cannot finish that easy. You have to adapt to the situation of the tournament or of the moment.
Oh, and ladies, make sure to be quick in the sand because that is a huge part of the game.
The movements are quite important. I think I worked a lot on my movements with the footwork, because before I was not running that fast. I was not that used to the sand. I'm from tennis. We play on clay court, but it's not like a deep sand like here. So I had to get used to this, and now I'm moving way better in the sand, and it's helping me a lot. I think a lot of girls can improve this for reaching another level.
Marijke also says Aruba has all the perfect ingredients to build the sport and to continue hosting international tournaments. Soon enough, people all over the world will associate this island with the beach tennis sport. That's all the time we have for now. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here on Tuesday night starting at 7:15 p.m. with a brand new edition of 15 on 15. So join us then.